Thank God for another day. And if we're going to keep speaking real, let's speak real. See, I was talking about laziness. Another thing that's knocking a lot of people down and keeping them from moving forward. Laziness. Being lazy. And the Bible speaks of being lazy. See, there is nothing that I can talk about that ain't in the Bible. And if you think I'm lying about being lazy and laziness, go to the book of Proverbs. Solomon and others wrote Proverbs and told you about laborers and workers and how we don't supposed to be lazy, especially as men. Now we got women taking care of the house, home, women taking care of men. See, we do everything up against this Bible and wondering why we're not moving forward. Oh, I'm not being blessed right. Quit going up against the Word of God. When you look at Proverbs, there's so many scriptures. I just had to come back and post them. But I just wanted to talk real talk right now. And if you think I'm lying, like I say, go to Proverbs. When you talk about laziness, don't you know a lazy person hates work? You got lazy musicians, lazy pastors, lazy congregation members. Yeah. Because once people are lazy, they are comfortable with being lazy. And they don't want to move forward. And when you look at these scriptures on being lazy, it should wake you up. Yeah. I was talking about this a little bit in the other video, but let me hit on it real hard. Because when you are lazy, God don't like that. Work while it's day, because when night comes, no man should work. Yeah. And that's why when I think about that word laziness, I think about it real hard, because I look at a lot of musicians now, lazy. See, I'm finna make some folks mad with this, because I'm finna tell the truth. You keep crying about, I can't do this, I can't learn this, I can't move forward, because you got something blocking you. If I can learn, anybody can learn. The thing is, I'm not lazy, and I never will be, because I know by being lazy, I won't get nothing done. How can I ever expect to be great in what I do if I don't never practice doing it? Oh yeah. And it talks about excuses. A lazy person always give you excuses. But when it comes time for them doing something that they really like, I see how they get up and try to do it. Oh, I can't find no job. You ain't even been looking. You've been sitting at the house all day, scratching on yourself. I ain't went for now interview like a job finna come to you. Laziness. I can't learn the key of E flat because I want to keep playing in C. Laziness. I want to sing, but I don't like practicing. But I do like singing every Sunday. Laziness. I preached a short sermon today. I didn't feel like reading the Bible and going into detail because laziness. Laziness and excuses, they all go together. And what my boy Marvell say, excuses is nothing but a crutch for failure. They crutches. Excuses is a setup for failure. Yeah. And we keep trying to use our Heavenly Father as a crutch. We want to lean and depend on Him and want Him to make all the steps for us at all times. Now, quit being lazy. Because God say, work. He didn't give you your hands just for you to hold your hands together. Now, you're supposed to be working with the hands. Oh, I thank God for my hands so much. I thank God for my legs. I thank God for just being able to move. Because you got people laying in the hospital bed wishing that they could get up and work and do something. And do something for God. We got too many lazy people. Laziness will get you nowhere. And I'm so sick of all these keyboard players making up all these excuses. Well, you better than me. You know, I took the time and learned. Yeah. I wasn't no lazy musician, and I would never be, because I don't serve a lazy God. No, my God is not lazy. So I'm not going to give God all these excuses. I took all of my life learning the piano and still learning. And I wake up every day getting on this piano, trying to figure out more stuff. Yeah. Because when you don't have nobody to show you, that still ain't no excuse. I know too many men grew up without a father and turned out to be some of the best men. Because they didn't let their father being a bad example destroy them from being a great man. Yeah. So laziness is just taking a lot of people now. Yeah. Oh, I want to get in the church and start working, but I don't like getting up out the bed in the morning. I love sleeping in at 10, 11 o'clock, 12 o'clock. Sometimes I don't get out of bed at 2. Laziness and excuses. Oh, what did God say? He don't tolerate excuses. He hates excuses. And he hates complaining. All of this tying together. And there's too many people got all three of these things. They lazy, they got excuses, and they complain. And most of these people, you're going to find them in church, calling themselves wanting to do all the works for God. I see too many lazy choir members, too many lazy pastors. Somebody need counseling. I can't do it. I need to go to sleep. I need such this. I need such this. God would not put you in position if he don't know, if he knew you didn't have time to do it. See, like I keep saying, we do God any kind of way. Why would God put me over a church and to counsel people and to pray for people if he know I didn't have time to do it? No, I better make time. My time is his time. And we keep using all these excuses. But it's amazing how you don't make up these excuses when it's time to go to work, because you know you got a paycheck coming. And you know if you start doing your job like that, you're not going to have that paycheck. So God blessed you with that job. But why do we do God like that? Yeah, because we think men and women is blessing us. Now, quit being lazy. To these sorry, no good men sitting at the house, quit being lazy. Get up and do something. You got old people, 90 years old, 80 years old, still standing up in Walmart, checking off tickets. Now, knowing that they can stand up at their age, and you got men around here 30, 29, oh, let me keep it real, 40, ain't doing nothing. Some of them still at the house with their mama, depending on their mama to take care of them. And then the ones that ain't at the house with their mama, they depending on the woman to take care of them. Laziness. And this goes for women also. But when you look at Proverbs, really read it and understand it and get deep with it, that's y'all homework. Big shout out to my man Jeffrey Joy. He said, you know you the YouTube pastor. And I always laugh when he say that. No, I'm not a pastor, man. But thank you for the compliment. But that's the homework. Read Proverbs and send me some emails on what Proverbs say about laziness. I'm not even going to tell nobody the scriptures because somebody want me to do that for them. Quit being lazy and pick up the Bible. There's too many ways to learn the Word of God. You got it on your phone now. Yeah. You got it on the internet. Somebody sitting at the house on the internet and don't even want to never read nothing about God. So go to Proverbs. Go to AskJeeves.com, Jeeves, and type it in just like that and watch how much stuff will pop up. Type it in just like that. What does Proverbs say about laziness? Oh, it'll give you quite a few scriptures. I'm not going to sit here and tell you. You do something for God. Quit being lazy and spending all your time looking at cable, looking at TV. We quick to spend 30, 40 minutes on our favorite show, but we won't spend 15 minutes looking at the Word of God. Why? Laziness. Yeah. That's why I keep telling these musicians that get mad at me, you ain't moving forward because you are too lazy. Don't you know you can learn anything? Because Christ said we can do it all. Paul said, I can do all things through Christ. All things. That's what I started telling myself. So what? I didn't have nobody to teach me this, teach me that. What can I do myself? I can do all things through Christ. That's talking to myself. So I can't point at you to do something for me. And, you know, I was talking about that in a lot of videos I was doing. People still giving me comments and getting mad at me because I'm not doing tutorials. I had to sit down and learn it too. Yeah. And half of those songs I don't even know, and half of them I never even heard before. So if I can sit down and learn it, you can too. Because believe it or not, I got to sit down and learn just like the next man. But we are too lazy. That's what I was talking about in transposing. There's too many musicians transposing because they lazy and don't want to learn all 12 keys. Same thing you can do in C, you can do in C sharp. Hey, come on, y'all, let's just be for real. Same thing you're doing in A flat, you can drop down and go to A and do the same thing. But we want to be lazy. We want somebody to show us everything. And then what they don't want to show us, we want to figure it out an easy way. That's why I said, I never seen Jesus half-step anything he done. He didn't half-heal somebody. He healed them all the way. He cast out demons. He didn't heal them just a little bit and they still had a little demon in them. No, he cast it all the way out. Cast that laziness out of you and do something for God. Do something for your family. Help your wife. Don't sit there and watch your wife struggle. Wives, do something to please your husband. It's a one flesh thing, but it's sad. At the same time, you got to do your part. Don't watch the man break his neck. Women and men, quit watching the women tear themselves up working for your sorry self. Yeah. And I mean this sorryness in a good way. I love everybody, but sorry is the same as laziness. You too sorry, you too laziness. Yeah, you too lazy, me. I remember my cousin Johnny Mae when she was living. Old Johnny Mae would just tell it like it is, because she had some sorry folks in her life. And she told this one man, she said, you know what? I would tell you to go out and steal, but you too sorry to do that. You won't even steal nothing. That's pretty bad. And then she would say, you wouldn't step on a grape with a pair of cleats on. Now that's pretty rough. That's old school. You can't step on a grape with a pair of cleat shoes on. Now how can you miss a grape with cleats on? Now so that ought to make you think. That's sorriness. That's laziness. The only way to be the greatest at what you is to practice being the greatest. Yeah. Don't nothing come easy in this life. That goes in with playing the keyboard, preaching, being on your job, whatever it is. This is for the world and for the people who keep on saying that they so-called saved. And be blessed.